Hello everybody, Clay from Clayman Studios here, and today we're going to be playing Warlords 2. Warlords 2 is a game released by SSG back in 1993. It includes 5 scenarios, unless you got the new feature, Fog of War. But, for you, I'm going to be playing the tutorial today. Tutorial, it's just any other game tutorial, the Warlords 2 tutorial. Now, let's just get right into it. See, sometimes when it's creating a strategic map, it takes a while, but since this tutorial, there are only two, two groups, I would say. The bad guys and the good guys. You're playing as the good guys in this. That's not necessarily their names. But that's sort of what it is. Tutorial. The aim of Warlords is to utterly destroy over other enemy, oh, bleh, destroy every other player in the game. You can do this by, well, you can pause the video and read that, but I'm going to move
Let
on.
the war begin.
You're going to be meeting him quite a bit. Now, setting up game. This is what takes a little bit. Now, I'll try and talk to you guys about the game. Warlords is a really good game. Um, it has many sort of fantasy features along with a sort of build your own army, and it has hints of RPG in there too. I really liked it when I first played it. Thank thank you, Najidal, for bringing me into this game. I saw it on your channel, I wanted to get it, so I got it, and I like it. Now, see, look, heroes. The hero is one of the most important pieces in the game of Warlords. Not only can it fight like a regular army, but it can seek out ruins in search of treasure. Now read the rest of the, well, pause if you want to read the rest of that. But I believe we should give ours a more appropriate name, like, no, how about this? Prince Clay. Okay, Prince Clayton. Male, and let's go. Origin. So, production. This is a very important thing in the game. You can pause that and read it if you'd like, but I'm going to give you my own little thing on it. Production. I would say, just for a strategic way, I would start out by I would start out by doing some pretty heavy productions. Like, see, as you can see here, there are well, this is the giant, heavy infantry, light infantry, and dwarves. Now, I haven't really figured out what the best sort of plan is yet, but what I do think is if you start out by producing things like the heavy infantry, no, better thing, the dwarves. The dwarves take 2 turns each, whereas light infantry, I'm chewing gum if you just hear a little bit of smacking, um, light infantry only takes 1 turn. Now, I don't know which would be better. Going through all the light infantry and just like doing that for a couple of turns and then getting comfortable and going for the dwarves. But what I think would be good is if you started out with the dwarves and then you went to light infantry when you notice that I don't know, enemies are coming at you. Now let's move on with this. See, but in Origin, this appears how many you can produce. I think there can be up to 4. I'm not sure. But also another thing you can do is you can check out your city's sort of history over here. Origin is your starting city at the beginning of the game. It is the only city you own. Well, yeah, it's just a pretty good description. As you can see over here, we can click on these and it'll show us these. Like, no, that looks like a 3, but I don't know how to. I'll just say Zekond is the closest city to your capital. You should attack it first. And then, far away. This city is aptly named. The quickest way here is with a boat. Boats, once you travel there, even if you go into the water from right next to your capital, it'll still take your whole turn away, and then you'll have to sail here. It'll stop again, and then you'll make it to the place. So, in all, I would try and go for this first, second, and then there are other things. See the white dots on the map. The white dots are dungeons or temples or just places to adventure. Now, I really like these. And Isle. The city of Isles is on a separate island from you. You must turn your men into boats to cross. Now, this is the enemy capital, Skullcrag. As you can see, it like has the enemy flag, and it's the capital for that. That'll always stay there. You can capture the enemy's capital, and I honestly love doing that because what I like doing with this is I like setting out a story. Like, if you just play this game for strategy and fun, hey, that's cool, but I really like putting it to the full RPG test. Like, let's say my hero, Prince Clayton, had a long and stormy march across these roads. Then he's made it to Skullcrag. What's he gonna do? He's going to try and take Skullcrag. Now, what I really think is sort of a good thing for the enemy, and sometimes they do have advantages, is this Dragonwood. You have elves and dragons. Dragons are very powerful, and the income is 20 gold. That is a very good city. Whereas most of these, actually, I think all the cities except for our own, see, income of 10 gold. They don't make that much money. I think that's just to, like, make the tutorial easy for yourself, but I'm rambling, and I really think we should just get on with the game. So let's go. Okay, as you can see, selecting an army. Pause that if you want to read it. What you really do is you just go over here, click on him. Now, what I can do is pause that if you want to read it. I can add him to the group. I can add this light infantry to the group, but that would leave my city unprotected, so I will keep him there. What I'm going to want to do with him is I'm going to want to instantly march over here to the town. I forget what it's called. Zekund, I think. Um, the roads get you there faster. As you can see, I have 4 turns left. But that wasn't exactly, what was it, 10 spaces. Now, let's see. Now you're within fighting distance. To fight, simply move the cursor over there. When you see the sword, you'll be able to fight. Now what uh, now what I would do is, when you see down here, it would just go into that icon because you're not facing here. You can fight here or here. I'm going to go directly at the soldier. See, we've won. Now, I get to occupy or do something else with the city. I say, in the beginning, you always, always, always should occupy the city. As you see, if you want to learn the advantages there, you can. Pause the video and read that. Now we're going to occupy. Second, each time you occupy a city, the screen will appear. Well, pause that if you want to read it. But look, now I have an option to do scouts. They move very fast. As you can see, they move 16. But also, the heavy cavalry, move 16. See, but they take 3 turns. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to produce a light infantry for now, just in case the Dark Lords, or whatever they were called, want to take a move and they try and take over our city. Okay, now, he still has 2 turns left. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make him go to those ruins, and then he'll have to wait there for the next turn. What you do, go up here, uh, go up here, and you can end your turn. You're gonna have to watch the enemy screen. You cannot skip this, but I sort of like that. It gives it more of an RPG feel. And you get to know the sort of strategy. Now, what I'm going to do, turn 2, you've made it to the second turn. If you're wondering what they're, well, I accidentally hit enter. Now we're gonna go to him. An infantry has been produced here, but that's not what we want to see. By pressing enter, you can switch through your armies. I'm going to march him to here. Now, what I'm going to do is you can search these ruins. They'll either have gold, monsters, or sages. Sages are very good. They give you money, information, or, I don't know, hidden map games, as you can see down here. Another thing, allies. Allies sometimes want to join you from these ruins. They're very, very good. They're usually strong. Some items you can get like swords, and they give you special abilities, and sometimes they give you boots of travel. You can read those other things. But what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to scroll down here to the question mark, and you're going to be able to find out what is in this, what is in here. Now let's see. A unit of giant worms offers to join Prince Clayton. Now, now I will be keeping this with me. Giant worms, very strong. Very actually, I won't keep that with me. I'll try and spread out more. What I'll do is I will send Prince Clayton, or my character, my hero, down there to sail. As you can see, he had more turns to go, but he had to stop in the water. Now, let's get my worm, and see, he only has 12 movement points, so he's obviously going to have less. Now, we are going to move him to this city. We're going to try and divide and conquer really fast. It's not usually the most strategic thing, but it works. Now, these two we'll put in the same unit. I think it doesn't really do much, but it's just a little sort of problem I have. I think it actually does a difference. And, I'm going to end the turn. End turn, Alt E. You can also press Alt E on your keyboard and turn quicker, but once again, it's little things I have. Well, that's not good at all. He just skipped over those ruins, and that makes me think he's going to try to attack my capital. See, this is what gives you a strategic viewpoint. Now, as you can see, it is a new turn for us knights, and this is where I'm going to stop the video, and I'll catch you guys next time in the tutorial. Goodbye.